Hi, welcome. I'm Dr. Tiffany Denny. I recently had a question about practicing when you have a knee immobilizer on. And so I'm sitting here to actually film a practice that you might do when your knee is immobilized. So I've had 6 knee surgeries on my right knee. 5 of them required a knee immobilizer. But as you might have noticed, this is not a knee immobilizer. This is an unloader brace that I currently use, but I'm going to pretend that this is an immobilizer. So I'm not going to bend this knee, right? I'm like locking this thing out so that I can demonstrate some things. And what I wanted to demonstrate right now, one of the things that I found key, necessary, essential when I was first recovering, like in those first couple of weeks where I had my immobilizer on, but it was painful and difficult to move my leg around actively. I found that I really wanted to roll over. Like I wanted to lie on my stomach because my back was hurting. Like I just needed to lie on my stomach. And it was really hard to get there. And okay, so first I'll show you my trick for moving my leg that a lot of times I used. I would use my other foot, hook around the arch of my right foot. And I always do like a quad set, where you squeeze your quad a little bit, even if it hurt because I just had surgery. But I'm gonna quad set and then hook around the bottom of that right foot. And I use that to get a little lift to help me slide it over. The other way to do it, of course, is, to use a strap of some kind to help lift and move your leg around. But sometimes I didn't have that available, and I'm going to use that same trick to help me roll over. So you might be able to roll toward the side of your immobilizer. Like if you can think of your kneecap and your toes as one unit and try and roll your whole leg simultaneously over, you might be able to do that and then point your foot, and get to your stomach. You got to point that foot. For me, rolling over that leg, and then when you would come back, you'd do the same thing. You go to your side, try and roll the whole leg simultaneously, and then quad set and try and roll the whole thing onto your back. So that is one way to do it. And it's a nice way. You kind of get like a leg massage. You got to remember the point to get onto your stomach. One thing that I found is I could not roll over that leg initially after surgery. Like it freaked me out. It was painful. But what I could do is roll the other way. And how I did it was I used my other foot. So again, I hook my free foot under my arch. And so or under the ball of my foot, I guess. And so I make this little contact here, and then I use that contact to roll onto my side, right? So I'm usually kind of laying down, I'll hook and I'll roll. And so once I've got onto my side, now I have to switch my foot. So maybe I'll do it this way. So hopefully you can see that better. So here I go. If I'm rolling to my side, I'm gonna hook and then keep that hook as I roll to my side. Now I've got to switch my foot. So once I'm on my side, I switch that underneath foot to the top. And that's how I get all the way to my stomach, because now I can control all the way down. I'll do it from this way too. So I start with an underneath hook. I use that to roll to my side. Then I switch my bottom foot and put it on the top of the immobilized leg, because then I use that to help control my descent as I roll. For me, that was just enough control where it felt like, okay, yes, I can do it. And then I roll over. And then I'm on my stomach. And then when I go back to my back, I have to do the same thing. So I hook under the top of my foot to start the process of going back, because that supports me when I get to my side. And then I switch and I hook it underneath the bottom of my foot and control it onto my back. And that's how I flipped over with my knee immobilizer on and the least amount of pain possible. Hopefully that's helpful. Let me know if you have questions or if it works for you.